Alright, hello everyone, and now welcome to game number 1 in a series between Check and Life. This is going to be game 1 in what I believe to be a 3-game series. And we'll see what's going to be going down here, as on the top left-hand side we have a blue Night Elf player, and on the bottom right, well, we have a teal Night Elf player. Hence the reason why I don't know which players are going to be Check and which players are going to be Life. Let's take a look. If I am... How come I cannot use ally colors, unfortunately, to switch them between red and blue versus teal and blue, making it a little bit more difficult. But let's see what's going to be unfolding here in what most likely will be a Demon Hunter versus Demon Hunter mirror match. You can see Ancient of Wars have already been placed down early. And this does mean, well, with those Ancient of Wars, those archers will be making their rounds, and both sides actually opting to creep similar creep camps. These games, I believe, were taken back in May of 2017, not too long ago, but then again, it's been very difficult to find any new, fresh replays of the highest caliber and tier. Hopefully, well, if WarCraft 3 Remastered is ever released, Blizzard, you know how to find me. Anyways, Demon Hunter gonna go ahead and get trained up here, no big issue. Archer will be trained up as well. Archer will most likely pop on out, shoot an arrow. Ancient of War will uproot, tanking some of that damage as the Demon Hunter does make its way over. One of the easy and effective ways that Night Elf players can try and get an early creeping advantage. Normally it is very difficult, as, well, normally your units would just take far too much damage. Ancient of War now going to go ahead and get some damage onto that Forest Troll Trapper. It is bloodlusted. It does have medium armor, meaning it gets taken down very fast. Demon Hunter is not even out yet, finally makes its way out, and it looks like the Forest Troll Trapper will get taken down. Demon Hunter getting that little bit of extra experience. Finishing off the Ogre Warrior is teal, as he now goes after the Ogre Magi. Meanwhile, different strategy altogether, as the Demon Hunter of blue finishes off the Ogre Magi first, and now looking to finish off this Ogre Warrior. The Forest Troll Trapper was a bit further away, making it a little bit more difficult to try and finish that off. Both sides have finished clearing out that 5-3-3 creep camp, as one picks up a Circlet of Nobility and the other picks up a Claws attack +6. You may remember on Turtle Rock in my last cast, +30 damage between Slippers, Claws of Attack 6, 9, and 12. Far too much damage to easily get mitigated. We'll see if this is going to be a repeat, or if the players will have to rely on more than just RNG with their items. Anyways, let's go ahead and still break this down here. Null Poachers will get finished off, as we now have a Wisp looking to back off here. Now, we are going to be looking at perhaps a very fast tech to tier 2, and then based upon the hero, we are either going to see most likely a Naga Sea Witch or a Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove generally means that we are going to be looking at, oh wait, what is this, mana burn? Whoever gets the mana burn off first normally does have the bit of the victory, and a big deal there, as teal is able to get off 2 mana burns onto his opponent for his opponent's 1. Alright, let's take a look back across here. Wisp is going to try and get into harm's way. No, does not do so. Demon Hunter now trying to get back again. Could get mana burned a 3rd time, and 3 mana burns to 1, giving teal a huge advantage. Both of them have lost about the same amount of mana. You can see 111 compared to 146. Actually, Circuit of Nobility being the main difference there, but more damage was absorbed by the blue Demon Hunter. Also, the fact that he does have a Circuit of Nobility now does help out just a little bit, as there are archers in the center portion of the map just playing camouflage, as well. We'll see where all of these units will be trying to travel to next. Alright, perhaps they suspect that something is awry here. Are they going to try and do something a little bit tricky? You can see archers are just getting surrounded here. What's going on, as the Demon Hunter now does in fact arrive. Alright, let's go ahead and get in on that engagement. There's mana burns are exchanging. Archers need to back off. There is one sheep in the mix. No Circlet of Nobility, as another archer gets into harm's way. Elven sisters saving each other from a predatory, I guess, boyfriend? Anyways, Demon Hunter now looking to back off once more. Alright, Archer is now looking to head back off to the north, as the Demon Hunter sitting at 675 hit points and 154 mana. Meanwhile, Naga Sea Witch has been picked up by blue. That is going to be a big advantage there. That Naga Sea Witch will be able to mana burn, or excuse me, cold arrow down these demon hunters. Archers have now just rushed off to the north. Meanwhile, the demon hunter heading down to the south, and that's actually a very horrible spot for the archers to be right now. The archers are not going to be very helpful, as the Naga Sea Witch could be able to just come inside here and clean up. Archers now going straight after the Naga Sea Witch. Demon Hunter has taken a fair bit of damage. There are some fairly full moon wells, as the Naga Sea Witch is still taking more and more damage. Another mana burn goes down. Is this one Naga Sea Witch going to get taken down? That's the big question, as he now goes down to 27 hit points. Archers, Dust of Appearance, now being forced to retreat once back off to the north. Archer number 1 is going to get taken out. All the other archers know that, hey, I can't sacrifice you from that. Well, from him again, as the Demon Hunter heads back home and rejuvenates off of those moon wells. Back off to the north here. A second archer going to get finished off. Was it worth finishing off one Naga Sea Witch for the cost of 2 archers? In terms of resurrection cost, probably not, but in terms of an experience, maybe, as the Ancient of War now going to be tanking a bit more damage. Back off to the north here, a 544 creep camp getting cleared out in the center portion. Naga Sea Witch has been resurrected. Meanwhile, Keeper of the Grove now joining in on the fight. This is going to be extremely important. The Keeper of the Grove has a small window of opportunity to really use that entangle to a very, very strong effect, as Dryads do make their way out, as we do see dual Ancients of Lore coming across. That entangle will just be dispelled magic, or dispelled by those Dryads. Demon Hunter does get almost to level 3, does have Boots of Speed. Keeper of the Grove still sitting at level 1, as we now head off to the north here. All right, let's take a look. Blue knows exactly where Teal is. Teal going to be coming in from behind. Scroll of Town Portal already being used, and it looks as though damage has been done. All right, is the Demon Hunter going to attempt to finish off the remainder of this creep camp? I do believe so. We could get an entangle onto one of those units. Get an entangle onto the Nightcrawler, as that will spread out a lot of poison damage. Not quite sure why you didn't do exactly that, as the Archer, Demon Hunter, and Keeper of the Grove all taking a little bit of damage over time. Forest Troll Berserker getting taken out. Home of Knowledge, +1 to every single stat once more. Keeper of the Grove does not have a Staff of Preservation, but does get to level 2, which should enable Thorn's Aura. Now, Thorn's Aura will not make much of a difference until bears are finally brought into play. Will the game actually see long enough on those bears, as the Dryads are right now currently being added? All right, Demon Hunters, mana burning. There's the exchange. A little bit of a short entangle right there, as Goblin Sapper is now trying to come in, and there is a big explosion right there. If you did not notice earlier, the Demon Hunter purposely one-shotted each of those Moonwells first, so the Goblin Sapper could finish all of that off. No more easy mana whatsoever, as the Demon Hunter now going to look to back off. There is a big rejuvenation. Dryad could get an Abolish Magic. No Abolish Magic, as it is not yet done. Slow Poison is ready. Let's take a look. Abolish Magic should finally be completed. Yes, that rejuvenation did come to a bitter end, as the Demon Hunter now making its way back once more. All right, is the rejuvenation going to make that large of an impact? You see Adept training on 2 Druids of the Claw, Mastery training nearing completion, and that is a very fast tech by Teal. The fact that he is already sitting at tier or mastery training on those Druids of the Claw is absolutely huge. He'll be able to finish off this Null Warden creep camp, get a little bit more powerful items. Even though he will not level, he should be in a good spot for this next follow-up fight. All right, that Demon Hunter is pretty much back up to full hit points. 3 bears, 2 archers now making their way. This is a small tactical army. 46 over 50, going up against a lot of archers. Demon Hunter knows that he needs to retreat. There you go. There's the exchange once more, as we see a Fork Lightning does come across. All right, Demon Hunter in a little bit of trouble. Will be forced to back off here. The Druids of the Claw are not, I repeat, are not having enough mana at all, as Archer after Archer has fallen. 2 archers now taken down, I guess freeing up some supply for blue, as the Demon Hunter Now, well, being forced to engage again. All right, there is a Dispel Magic. Demon Hunter purposely pulled back with that rejuvenation, and he will slowly get back up to about mid or low 800s as the Demon Hunter now going to engage again. Mana burn going down, 23 mana burn compared to 63. Druid of the Claw, though, well, still in a very good spot, sitting at 720 hit points on that Demon Hunter. 10 minutes have just passed. We are looking at about a 50 supply army compared to maybe about a 41, 44 supply army here. Additional bears are being trained as they will be added here in just a moment. And finally, with mastery training, be able to deal a little bit more. But the problem is the use of time by Teal. Teal now able to clear out this creep camp fairly fast. We should be able to get to level 3 on the Keeper of the Grove. Actually, no, Demon Hunter did come back in time. Keeper of the Grove just shy of level 3 now. But level 3 Keeper of the Grove could equate to level 2 Thorn's Aura, meaning the Druids of the Claw would be reflecting 20% of their damage back to themselves. That is a very, very difficult proposition. As you see, the Keeper of the Grove, yes, does in fact get to Thorn's Aura level 2. We also see a Scroll of Healing. Are we going to get some rejuvenations down? Yes, onto a Druid of the Claw in bear form, as he also goes in the bear form as well. Demon Hunter sitting at level 3. Are we going to perhaps see a little bit of slow? Dryad could get some slow. Yes, onto one Druid of the Claw. There is an Entangle forcing an engagement, and one bear roaring his way through. Are we going to see a Staff of Preservation? No Staff of Preservation, and he's... Oh, Staff of Preservation on the Keeper of the Grove. Beautiful Staff of Preservation now as another Entangle does go down. Demon Hunter trying to chase after some units. Once more, Tome of Agility now picked up on the other end as this Keeper of the Grove, or Druid of the Claw, now in a little bit of trouble. Druid of the Claw gonna get taken down. There goes one. A second one could get taken down. There's a mana burn, and it should get taken down right there. One more shot. No, does not get taken down, as that one very low hit point Druid of the Claw looks like it will be able to survive. All right, continuing the fight. There goes another mana burn. Low hit point bear down to 14 hit points. Still flying back off to the north. 49 over 50 supply compared to 48 over 50. 2 bears being trained up compared to 1. That is going to be the major difference there, as the Demon Hunter looks to get to level 4. And, well, the Keeper of the Grove will be just shy of 4. Keeper of the Grove sitting at about 3.5 right now, finishing off the remainder of this creep camp. Tome of Agility +2 should be picked up by that Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter, wait, you're going to pick up that item? Yes, he will, in fact, read his books, as the Goblin Zeppelin going to lift off all of these units, perhaps to try and drop and take down the Entangled Gold Mine. Taking out an Entangled Gold Mine is a very strong way of delaying your opponent. You can see back across over here, Null Overseer will get finished off. Sobi Mask being left behind, as we see a quick death there. Sobi Mask and Rune Bracers, 2 very powerful, persistent passive items, reducing the amount of magic damage and also increasing the amount of magic that you are able to naturally produce. 50% more, in fact. Meanwhile, let's take a look back across here. Where are the units? And perhaps he does suspect an Entangled Gold Mine. There you go. Bears going to be coming across right here, going after the Entangled Gold Mine. There is the Roar. Wisp now being brought over. No real room at all, as bear number 1 could get taken down. Mana burn there. There he goes. Going to go ahead and try and go for a bit of a retreat. Continuing to fight. Staff of Preservation does absolutely nothing, as now we are going to see the units try and get away. Demon Hunter going to continue that fight. Oh, Goblin Zeppelin in a very dangerous spot. Will it be able to do very much of anything? Continuing that fight, takes down a Druid of the Claw, and now that Goblin Zeppelin down to 92 hit points. Staff of Preservation, is it going to be able to save it? Yes, it will. Scroll of Town Portal. Goblin Zeppelin will be saved as it teleports back home. Beautiful, beautiful management of units. Waiting for the cooldown from the Keeper of the Grove's Staff of Preservation. 1 minute cooldown. And then using the Scroll of Town Portal to save all of the remaining Goblin Zeppelin units. If the Goblin Zeppelin had fallen over the trees, they would either have been dazed or completely lost. And then, well, it is very, very difficult to come back if you lose, well, 20 supply of your army to your opponent. giving them that experience. Level 3 on the Naga Sea, which I believe level 4 on the Demon Hunter. No, still seeing that level 3. So it is a 3-3 compared to a 4-3 here. And that level 3 Keeper of the Grove, now just shy of level 4. Not that I believe level 2 Entangle is going to do all that much. Bears now back on the prowl, so to speak, ready to go in for the hunt and the kill. Are we going to see the remaining Druid of the Claws in Druid form turn into that bear form, as we now see the Druid of the Claw now up in that front line? All right, there you go. Gonna go ahead and continue to engage. Mana burn right there. Fork lightning coming across. Druids of the Claw taking a bit of damage. Both sides suffering heavy casualties so far. Rejuvenation on the Keeper, on the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter with the Rejuvenation still somehow able to absorb a bit of damage, and now with a Scroll of Protection, able to still survive just a bit longer. Staff of Preservations, Keeper of the Grove now seeing that level 4. And level 2 Entangle could be a factor here in just a moment, as this very low hit point Druid of the Claw does get taken down. Alright, continuing the fight once more. Ancient of War gonna get taken down here. Druids of the Claw transforming into bear form just as they retreat, and the reinforcements for blue are coming in fast and furiously. However, the Demon Hunter does get taken down, and there is the GG. Teal taking game number 1 in the series. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed game 1. Please stay tuned for game number 2.